Hello guys, welcome to this channel. My name is Matthias, aka Elegance. Today I'm going to showcase the drop from my latest track, Hear My Heart, and we are going to break it down for you guys so you can learn a little bit about how I make the tracks. First of all, thank you so much for your support. I just reached 8k subscribers today, so if you haven't heard the track, go listen to it on my channel. But here is the drop, and we are going to play a little bit of the build up and the drop, and then I'm going to start breaking it down for you guys. That's the basic idea of the drop, and first of all let's start with the drums. This is what I usually start working on first. Drums are pretty much the base of the track. On the first drop I usually tend to stick on really simple 4/4 beat to keep things simple, and on the second drop I start to spice up things a little bit. Here's the beat. Just really simple. I have this company snare. I layered this tail on top of that, so the company snare is it's pretty dry. With the tail it has a little bit more air to the sound, and then I have this clap sound to make these snares a little bit different, so they have a little bit different tonality to them, and that just makes the groove a little bit more interesting. Then we have all sorts of crashes over here. This top loop. So simple crashes, and this is actually a glass breaking sound. I like to use this kind of Foley sounds to spice up and add interesting textures to my songs. So these drums, I sidechain the hi-hats to the kick, and also I sidechain the crashes to the kick, so when the kick plays or the snare plays, it will duck the hi-hats and the crashes to make more room for the snare and the kick. Next is the bass. I have two basses. One is these preset bass breaks. You can copy these settings if you want. Just pretty basic saw bass. And the other one is this block bass, which I use pretty often. And together they form this pretty interesting riff. It's a little bit more exciting to hear than just one plain sound, and I probably could have used like third one on the some parts, but this just has two sounds, and the sub bass is just sine wave, nothing crazy going on there. And that has pretty nice riff going on, so there's already groove with bass and the drums. Then we have the lead melody, which sounds like this. This is the main melody of the drop. It's a big plug, or just not really a big plug, it's just a plug with a lot of reverb and delays and Valhalla Shimmer for more reverb, and without the reverbs it sounds like this. These give a lot of space to the sound. Then we have the main lead sound over here, which sounds like this. It follows the same melody as the plug. That's a lot of different leads stacked on top of each other, so it's here 4 layers. So 3 layers and noise layer. All of them add different tonalities to the sound, and usually I can do a proper tutorial on the lead sounds, but I take certain parts from each sound and then kinda compile them, like this layer. This layer is only the high end, and this is kind of the low end of the sound. And then we have the white noise. But let's move on. Then we have plug and the super source. So they sound like this. And there's similar riff to the bass. If we play the bass and the super source at the same time. That kinda enhances the groove of this track. It's pretty simple drop, but with these little riffs it sounds quite nice, I'd say. So we have these big super saw hits starting the riff, and in between we have this fast chord plug. Then we have also this pad sound. Just filling the drop. Everything is highly sidechained. There's a lot of sidechain on every element. This kind of just fills the background of the drop. It's really quiet, you can't really hear it, but it's behind all the other elements. Then let's move on to the last but not the least important element. This is actually really important. On this track I don't have too much effects, but we have this white noise and the hey hey sound. That's just going on every beat. let's hear it. Like that. And you can't really hear this one when the other elements are playing, but it's kind of behind everything, giving the some excitement to the sound. If you really closely listen, you can hear it in the background. Then that's the main elements of the drop. Then we have this fill. We have the vocal from the main parts over here, just going, and it ends on the first beat of the second part of the drop. We have this drum fill. And then we have the bass fill. It's this sound. And this sound. I made these from scratch, but as you guys can see, this is not really complicated sound. Some sound goodizer, some distortion, OTT, simple saw waves. This is a growl bass. There's a lot going on, and I'm not going to dive into this one. If you guys want, I can make tutorial on the growls. This is just to feel the growl. So this third sound kinda blends these two sounds a little bit better. And then we have some risers. The plugs are opening. And that's pretty much the drop. Then we end up here. Some more risers, and we transition to the second verse. But yeah, that's pretty much the drop from my latest track, Hear My Heart. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. See you guys on the next one, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys have a great day. See you on the next one.